Are you thriving more in a feminine side? Do you feel that you are rather connecting with females? Now, this is especially if you're a man and you're thriving more in the feminine energies, right? Which is more about feeling the emotions, creating, being inspired by that. But it's not really about bringing those things into fruition, okay? It's almost like you're boiling something, but then it doesn't come out. Like, it kind of like gets stuck in this I'm building, oh, because you don't have the capacity actually to bring this out. It's not working. So you're stuck in this feminine energy, which is a great point to start, but you feel like you need something else to bring those things to fruition. Your dreams are not really coming into the reality that you wish to see. And we are going to look into this today. I'm very happy and excited to be here. My name is Patricia. If we are meeting the first time, welcome. What are we doing here? We are using this kind of material, what we have here, to gain a deeper understanding of who you are. Okay, the more you know who you are from within, the better you can drive and find a life that you actually enjoy. And it's really not about outer material that much. It's really about starting from within and bringing that into life. Okay. So yeah, hit that subscribe button. Also like this video and share your thoughts, ideas right below, of course, accordingly to this video. And with this said, hey, let's dive into this. So I meet a lot of men who feel, I am connecting a lot of time with other women, and I might be in a relationship with a woman, or I might just have a lot of girlfriends, right? And I kind of get stuck in that field. So I don't have really the man circle. I don't have the opportunity to share with the guys, and I don't really know what to do about that, right? I'm a little bit stuck in that field. Maybe also in the friend zone, there are a lot of aspects to this, okay? What I actually want to talk about is the idea that if we are thriving only in the feminine energy, we kind of get stuck. It's the same way than if you are stuck in the masculine energy, where you are always doing or constantly doing, but you're not listening to your intuition. You have never felt to really dive into this emotional side of you. You have never really felt your intuition. You don't even know how that feels like, right? And you're just in the doing, and achieving. But it's not making you satisfied. It's because you're disconnected from your feminine. And the other way around goes disconnected from the masculine. We are both. We are yin and yang. We hold both energies within us. So, baseline, if you have difficulties in accepting that you are feminine and masculine energy and that you are holding this inside of you, just think about the to think about the values we have as a woman or as a man. Just think about, okay, what are men really good at? Like this really masculine kind of type. Oh, it's about holding space. It's about being here, trust in the process, right? It's about getting this power to actually do something. It's quite masculine oriented. If you're going to the feminine side, it's more about, oh, I'm actually feeling more. I'm going into my heart. I drop into my lower areas of my body and try to understand what is it that I want to experience. It's more in the feeling. It's more than senses. It's more into exploring maybe. Okay, so either way, if we are not having those two connected, we face the lack of, let's say, success. And I don't mean success in a way of money or finances. I mean the success in what we want to create. We kind of don't bring this whole thing to another level, right? We are not creating, we are not manifesting, we are not, you can have so many boards, vision boards whatsoever, as many as you want. If you are not having those two aligned within you, you're not getting anywhere. And there is a lot of shame on both sides, on the masculine and on the feminine side. And this is actually quite cultural, right? It's quite cultural oriented. But this video specifically is about the man standing more in his feminine energy, doesn't like his feminine energy, wants to move to the masculine side. So let's now view this, right? Let's put this in small pieces. What we are doing in the first place when we are looking at something is we try to be as open as possible. This means we are not judging what we are seeing, feeling, or observing. What we are doing is we are just looking at it, but we have the distance to look at it. And so what I see when someone asks me like this, like how can I move from the feminine parts straight into the masculine part, is that we judge our feminine for not bringing things to life, to fruition, to life. We feel that the feminine really sucks. It's not working. We are kind of pissed. We judge a lot of things inside of us because we feel there is zero value in this, right? Feeling so much, feeling all those opportunities, but don't bring it to life. It's kind of like, why are you existing, right? Why does this energy exist in the first place if there is no real result? But that's coming from the other side of judgment. Is coming from also quite an ego perspective where we are looking at, this feminine energy is really painful and it's not cool to experience. And see, the first thing that we actually have to do is to allow us to feel that pain. It's not nice. We tap into this by breathing, by feeling, by viewing our feminine as it actually is. Understanding that it's not her job to bring those things to life. Is our misalignment that is not making us shine, really. Is the understanding that we have to drop so deep to find that wound that is here in the first place. See, many of us have been shaming our feminine side, not wanting to be in this emotional part. But see, the emotional side of us is the greatest opportunity to grow, to feel life itself. It's a beautiful experience. But first, before we can actually really, really feel the feminine in her strongest essence, in her power, in her love, we have to shed the skin of what we don't like. And before we can do that, we have to accept those parts that we are trying to deny, that we are trying to push away. We don't want to feel, we don't want to see, we don't want to look at. We have to acknowledge that, okay? And, if you're a man and you're watching this, it's okay to cry. It's okay, and for the feminine as well, for the woman as well. See, this is how the body processes. It's a really important step to understand. When I release things, and as well my clients, what we are doing is we are shedding, and sometimes we are shaking like this, and we start to tears are coming down. We start to experience a relief, and that can only happen when we say it's okay to feel it. Okay, it's fine to feel it. I feel safe enough to feel that, and I feel grounded enough to do that. So what I suggest is to do this at a place where you feel safe. I like to do this in nature, but if you're at home and you have a lot of trees like this I have in my bag, I love doing those things close to a tree because it roots me and it anchors me to a way where I feel safe to be seen. Okay? And see, when we start to accept how much we are judging our feminine inside of us, we can slowly ask the masculine energy, the masculine part of us, right? The doing part, the part of us that brings this alive actually out, right? It's kind of like taking the paperwork that the feminine has done, right, on how to create what we want to achieve, and the feminine hands over the paper to the masculine inside of us, right? You can also think this about in a visual sense, men and women, whatever, but it's not really that. It's the aspect I'm talking here about. And you're kind of like giving this paper over to the masculine side, saying, hey, I did the creation part. Now it's on you to complete the cycle, right? The cycle of yin and yang. It's going on and on and on, this creation. And so we have to really stabilize both aspects inside of us if we want to move in a more masculine or feminine side. Either way, I'm driving a lot of times in the very, very masculine aspect. I have to recall my feminine side all the time, and I'm doing better and better and better. But I used to have really difficulties to accept that part of me because the feminine aspect was very painful. It was very much ashamed. It was very much about, feeling so much is not good. Being so much in your creation will not bring you any success. It's like all those beliefs around feminine energies, and not only that, but about women itself, is about how you can still see how a female, right, is actually still pushed down in this world, right? And so there is still this idea of a girl only needs to be nice, being the nice girl, being just pretty, and you cannot do anything else than that. It's those beliefs we are still holding that are so much filled with shame and with guilt. And that is something that the masculine or the man can actually feel too. We all hold this energy within us. It's not just the woman who feel this, it's also the men who can feel that. And there are many men who are thriving in the feminine energies right now, and they're quite in pain because they kind of feel like they cannot let go, and they don't know how to do that. So I hope this video gave you a bigger viewpoint. One more time, everything I'm saying here is about to explore. It's on you to explore. It's on you to make adjustments. It's on you to drop into your truth. Okay? So journal about it. Feel into what I just said. Feel into that. This is the most important part ever, right? Because see, whatever someone is saying and however experienced someone may be, it might not be in your highest truth to either way go that path or to do it exactly that way. You may need to drop into your own, again, intuition in your feminine side to experience and to feel, how can I release this wound? You see, you can't just go to the masculine side and say like something, I'm masculine now. Ugh. See, people around will feel that it's not true, that you're basically lying to yourself, right? It's not working. So you have to drop into that again and make peace with the feminine. This is rule number one, or key number one, accepting what is, and learn to let it go, right? All right. Thank you so much for being here. And if you want to apply for a one-on-one, then you can do that. The link for that is below. And if you want to hear more from this channel, then I encourage you to hit that subscribe button and also the notification bell so you get notified as soon as I publish any new video. Currently we are doing more videos per week than once. So yeah, feel free to do that, and I wish you a wonderful day. We speak very soon. Bye bye.